My name's Ben Reynolds, I'm the Programme Coordinator for Adventure Sports and we're here down at Stoke Gabriel today just to do a bit of a wellbeing walk. Yeah, being outside in nature is definitely good for your physical and mental health. There's lots of scientific research going into it now talking about the benefits of both blue and green exercise, and been a big growth in wild swimming and things like that, and that's the kind of blue exercise, and green exercise is just about getting outdoors and spending time in an environment that's peaceful. We've got some fantastic nature all around us. We just had a little robin come and say hello to us, and it's just about taking time out of our everyday lives just to come outside and to try and connect in a number of different ways. You know, first of all, with the place that we live in, we don't have to go miles and miles to gain the benefits of nature. We live in a beautiful part of the country and it's all around us. We're surrounded by beautiful beaches. We've got the Southwest Coast Path running along the coastline. So it's really easy and really accessible for us just to get outdoors, and it's also very inclusive as well. You know, we've got lots of areas where we can access if we've got limited mobility, and I think that's one of my big messages that I'm just trying to get out there. You know, I run the adventure sports course and we're training outdoor instructors to deliver lots of different adventurous activities in adventurous environments, but also we're trying to get into our students that outdoor learning and outdoor education and adventure sports is a big area, and includes lots of little things, and just going on a little wellbeing walk like this, you know, just taking half an hour out of your busy schedule, maybe to get outdoors, to go into your local area. Could be a park, could be a beach, could be just a footpath around the town, surrounded by trees and the water. And just to get the benefits of that exercise, really. So in terms of trying to broaden the learner's understanding of what outdoor learning can be, it can be used for therapy, it can be used for education, it can be used in a number of different ways. You know, just going out in the garden and doing a bit of gardening and just having that contact with the soil and with the earth, and just trying just to give yourself a bit of time to restore a bit of your focus, restore a bit of attention, and get a bit of stress reduction. You know, because ultimately, as humans, as we've evolved, we haven't always lived in such a busy society full of, you know, modern technologies and distractions, and it's scientifically proven that if we just go outside and we spend a bit of time outside, we're more naturally predisposed through evolution to be in this type of environment. And because our brain and the way our brain's developed in that environment means that we don't need to spend lots of hard attention and hard focus on what we're doing, and ultimately what that does is it frees up space in your brain just to kind of relax and reduce stress. And you know, this isn't just me saying it, this is scientifically proven. So, you know, in certain parts of the country now you can go and see your doctor, and you'll get, you know, if you're feeling stressed or you've got a particular illness, sometimes it's used for loneliness, the doctors will prescribe you just to go and join maybe a local gardening initiative. There's lots of community garden projects, or maybe you go and join a conservation project, volunteer a little bit of time, and just go and spend some time outdoors. And they're actually prescribing that now instead of prescribing medication, because the benefits, the mental health benefits, are starting to become more well known. The physical benefits, you know, you're raising your heart rate. Like today, it's really nice and cold. You get that brisk wind on your face. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and you can hear the birds, you can hear the wind blowing through the trees, and yeah, for me, it's something throughout my life that I've always known did me a world of good. But you know, as I've developed in my career and my knowledge around being outdoors, you know, I'm now starting to really understand why it was so restorative, and why it helped me to kind of cope with everyday life. We're here at Stoke Gabriel today, and Stoke Gabriel is on the River Dart, about halfway down the River Dart between Totnes and the coast. and it's a special place for me. We run some of our practical training sessions out of here for our students, the canoeing and the kayaking and the stand-up paddleboarding and some sea kayaking. But ultimately this river links all the venues that we use for our courses. So it starts way up on Dartmoor, and we use Dartmoor for walking and climbing, and whitewater kayaking on the upper reaches. It's one of the best well-known rivers for whitewater kayaking in the country. And then as it flows down through Totnes and becomes tidal, we use the tidal estuary for canoeing and kayaking and a bit of sailing and a bit of power boating. And then obviously it flows out into the sea and around the coast to Torbay, where we do more climbing and more kayaking and more sea kayaking. So this river really has, I suppose, I've spent a lot of time on this river in my life. I've been very lucky to grow up here. I learned to paddle and sail and camp on this river, and so we try and bring that local knowledge, that connection with the local area into what we are doing with our development of our students.